Casual Conquest can have this matches ranging anywhere from a really good time to a bit of a dumpster fire, and if you're like me, it's been kind of the latter lately. So what we're going to do is hop into ranked with 23 days left in this split and see how high we can go ahead and climb up this ranked ladder. However, there's one big stipulation. I am trying to play all the roles lately, so we're going to go ahead and make sure we're queuing every single time as full fill. Okay, into our first lobby here, we'll see how this goes. They did shove me immediately into support, but I did ask if this guy wants to give me mid, and he said yes. So shout out to Boltero, who was like, hey, I'll give you mid. You know, there's roles that I still would like to play sometimes, but I'm not going hardcore out of my way to get them. And so if somebody won't trade me, I'm not going to be salty about it. Also, I'm going to ban either Thanatos or Bacchus like every time. There's a few gods in the game that I think I really like how it's just not a ban phase anymore, how everyone gets to pick one god to ban, because I just can't stand Bacchus and Thanatos. They ruin my matches all the time, so I'm going to be prioritizing those a lot of the time. Those are the bans that I really am looking at, just so you're aware ahead of time. We'll see what we want to pick here as a god. This guy's talking about something. He's like, I swear matchmaking is rigged. I'm like, huh? The guy who left queue with us just now? Absolute feeder. I just won a few ranked games, so now the matchmaking system wants me to lose Lamau. Huh. Okay. And then Bolterell's like, play your roles or something. I don't know, bro. You keep trading everybody. You know you don't have to trade, right? People are funny. Now, I'm probably going to go for kind of my picks that I really like my Merlin and my Nuwa here. I think we'll just start off with a simple Merlin because you really can't go wrong with that as a pick. And again, what did I say? Bacchus right there. With those two picks, I'm going to go for the Merlin because it will give me the ability to have a movement ability so I can get myself out of trouble a little bit. This series, we're still going to like make our jokes and have fun like I usually do in these videos, but it is going to be a little more like try harder since we are going to try moving up a little bit in the ranked games here. And Elo Hell can be quite a bit of a thing actually in SMITE. There's been times in the past where I've been locked in some pretty intense Elo Hells. Usually, the worst Elo Hell I was ever stuck in was the turning point between Plat 1 and Diamond. Is it Diamond 3 or 4 in this game? I forget right now. But when I was trying to get into Diamond, and it was just like, it was so hard. I was drifting between those two ranks for a long time. It was not very fun. Part of that was because I was queuing with a friend who I was teaching how to play the game. I've taught many of my friends through the years how to play SMITE. And this was a guy who, you know, he's my best friend, so I really like playing the game with him. But unfortunately, he was my ADC and I was support maining, and he would kind of hold me back a little bit, but I didn't really care because I would rather have fun and play with my friend than, you know, get too uppity about a role or a rank, you know? It's not that big of a deal. I'll have some stuff here. I just realized the other day, did you guys know you can go into the store, go to the chest section in the store, and you can get voice pack chests for like, I think it's 15,000 favor. It's either 15,000 or 25,000 favor. Either way, I had no clue you could do that. And once you get 5 of them, you can go ahead and just have your pick, I'm pretty sure, of a next like 6th free voice pack. And I was like, that's pretty cool, actually. I have like most of the voice packs in the game. I think I have like 70 of them or something, it said. But I've mostly collected those just through the years randomly when they just like throw them at me for like voice pack chests and stuff. And so I was looking at that and I went, that's crazy. I didn't know they did that. Like they should say that they do stuff like that so you can actually do that, because that's a good thing. You can just buy that with your favor or whatnot. So if you guys didn't know that, I would suggest you go in the store and look at that, because there's actually a few different chests in the store kind of like that. There's like a emote chest too that you can also just like buy with favor. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool right there. So I wanted to tell you guys that. It was pretty interesting to me. And before we do get to gameplay, I want to say apologies for not having a video yesterday, and just the videos lately, why I was interested in doing this series and kind of trying out ranked for the videos a little bit, and we'll see how it goes here. It's just because my matches lately have been very stinky, and that's kind of why in the intro I was like, yeah, my matches have been dumpster fire in casuals. And so at the very least, what I'm hoping is, because you guys know that I'm not afraid to upload a loss to you guys, because I know it's still entertaining to you as long as I can get some good plays and have some good commentary and whatnot, which of course I'm always going to try to do my best to acquire for you guys. But I haven't been able to do that in casuals even lately, because when I get a loss, it's because someone on my team usually is like rage quitting or whatever, or they just DC, and then I'm F6ing at like 10 to 15, and it's been tough lately. Okay. Why did that take forever? Someone is on that moon. Internet. How's my internet looking? 56 ping? Okay. That should be pretty stable around there. Server is bad. Yeah, it's probably the server. All right. So, what do we want to build here? Well, I'm kind of looking at a different build lately here. This is the build when I did Bobble and Merlin, so we're not ignore that for now. That was a different video. You can watch that one next if you want to. But I've been liking Vampiric Shroud a lot. I've been liking Vampiric Shroud and going straight into a Chronos. It's funny they picked Nuwa when that was going to be my other pick that I was thinking about going for, but I wanted a movement ability. And then, do I need a Beads or an Aegis first? The Aegis would be good, but I just really do prefer Beads, get out of that CC, and we'll go for a Horn Shard here. And I'll get probably 3 green, 3 blue, since it's a bit of a cheaper start. And what ability do I want to start here? I personally like going into... You know what I'm going to do? Is I'm actually going to start in my Void stance here. And I'm going to start my 2. I'm going to group the minions up with my Void 2. And then I'm going to switch straight into my Fire stance. And then I'm going to use my Fire 2 to kind of do some big shredding on this stuff here. This will be good. These guys talking about the server and stuff. SMITE 2 is on a cloud server or something better. I hope it's better.
Yes.
All right, let's say have fun. Good luck to the team. Oh, do you want to grab red, buddy? Okay. Why did junglers are so funny when they're just like, I want to grab yellow. And I'm like, okay, I'll grab red for you. And they're like, you know what? I want to grab the red buff. And I'm like, okay. Like, but for some reason, they always just like are going in between them. They can't make their minds up. I had someone the other day who was like, actually, it's just better for the jungler to grab the red. And blah, 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 blah. And I was like, brother, I don't care, to be honest with you. Can I tell you a big secret? It doesn't really end up mattering that much. You know, it really doesn't. The idea of it mattering is fun, but I'm going to tell you a secret, it just kind of doesn't. Like, at the end of the day, if your speed of clear increases by 0.5 seconds, or maybe a whole entire second, cool. But that's not the biggest deal. So, I will use both my abilities here, just kind of clear as quick as I can. I'm gonna bully her a little bit, but I'm not gonna over bully her. She's looking towards this right mids when they do come up. I'll pop a preemptive blue pot. We still have a couple seconds towards this, so I do want to focus here on these camps. Go ahead and do some autos here. Awesome. I can't save her, unfortunately, is the only other part about this. Unfortunate for my announcer pack too. No problem, buddy. We got first blood, so that makes it worth it every time. And he's going to try to go for right mids, I think. So if I can stop him there, I'm going to go into my ice stance, see if I can. Beauty. He might run up at me if he tries to hit me out of this. Not a problem at all. Keep my 1 here, keep clearing a little bit. And we're doing well. Nuwa's in her fog right now, so we'll be careful of that. These minions are going to push up in their favor a little bit, especially with the enemy minions of the Nuwa there. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and throw my 2 down, try to group these guys with my 1, push them out of tower a little bit, and make sure we can collect most of that farm. I'm going to end up leveling my 1 here. He should be right here. I don't hear them.
Cancel that.
I was wrong, interesting. Your Merlin 1 does more damage when the enemies are slowed. So I'm going to go ahead and use my 2 before I use my 1 there. And use another one of my green pots. You get the pots for a reason. It's because you want to heal, and you want mana. So, if you can do those 2 things, then do it. Losing Scepter here is not something I'd love to do, but I would much rather prefer to get my lane and get our buff camps than go around and fighting for a Scepter where I just like lose all my health. These are just spawning right now, dodgy, so we can group these up. Thank you. Hey, buddy. There you go. We can go ahead and level our ult now. And awesome for us, we have blue Tiki. So, we love to see that. Enemy left the game. Awesome. Who was that? Bacchus? Cool. That's SMITE, baby. I was hoping that would happen a little less in ranked matches. People would actually stick in, and we wouldn't get as many like F6s, especially because people would actually want to finish matches because they care about their rank a little bit. But, looks like people suck everywhere. So that's good to know. What is happening? Well, tell you the truth, That could have also been the guy who was taking forever to load into the match, and he could have just, terrible matchmaking. Just teleported on their tower. Okay. Turns out maybe he is a little laggy. Heim was laggy too. I hope Bacchus comes back. I hope he comes. Oh, that's right. You can't VVGS. You can't VGS a VVY for some reason, which is how you VGS yes. Like if I try to do it right now, the VV goes through, or just the V goes through, and the second V happens. Oh, there's Bacchus. Cool. And then like it stops you on the Y, but I can go and say awesome a bunch of times. And then that'll be really loud when it comes back, and that kind of makes me laugh.
Awesome!
Okay.
Things are going so well.
See how loud that was? Wasn't it great? I was taking a sip of water when I was coming back. We need 2,050 gold for our full Chronos pendant here. Basically the gist of the build that I've been looking at right now. Okay, I got some of that. Not a worry here. I'm gonna go ahead and just preemptively use my beads because I'm not gonna mess with that because she did come straight back for me. When he said, hey, I'm gonna go for an ult here, she was like, oh, okay, let's party on it. Which is very smart of her to go ahead and say, oh, I'll turn around, I'll turn around. They could have had me there, but luckily, that's why we started beads. If I started Aegis, I could have just sucked up some of his damage instead. Would have been nice, but I'd prefer to just go ahead and walk out of that damage instead of just having to try to hit it with some invulnerability. Makes it easier. You can go ahead and use your Merlin 1 if you want to there. I didn't quite have my 2 up, and then use your 2 to pull the minions back into it. Obviously, does a good amount of damage there. I'm going to go ahead into my fire stance here, and then go ahead and flicker back into the tower line. That is the name of your 3 on Merlin, is to flicker, and then we'll go ahead and kick it back to base. Be careful using that movement ability too much in the early game, because it has a very long cooldown, so you need to be a little careful with it. I don't quite have my transformation yet, so I'm just going to go ahead, forego any wards or anything like that, and kick it back to lane. Keep in mind, we did get that first blood, so it's keeping us in the game quite a good bit here, even though we haven't been able to do too much in mid since then. My aggression on myself, just when I'm alone, is not bad, but without my dodgy, I'm not looking to fight too much. Nuwa is one of the easiest blow-up mages in the game, as in, she can blow us up really, really easy. Yes, I'm on my way, buddy. So, we do have to be careful of that. I'm going to go to my void stance here. Sorry there, pal. But we have pretty good clear regardless. Now we do have a Kepler here. I'm going to start leveling my 2. Some people like to level their 4 if you just want the straight cooldowns on your transformations. But me personally, I like to get the big power spikes in my 1 and my 2 first. If you disagree, you can do it respectfully or you can do it not at all. I don't really care. Every player is different, and everybody finds what works for them through the years as they play Smite. I'm going to say enemy missing middle just because I don't see her. Chances are she's getting her red buff though, because I just got mine. And she has hers right there. He shouldn't flop me here. Yeah, because even if he did flop me, he wouldn't get anything out of it. I'm going to say enemies incoming right. Not because Nuwa is, but because Bacchus is. Also, we have that Tiki camp up, which I was looking at. Awesome. That's a nice solo right there. We like to see that. Now I need to start getting some wards, especially since these supports are going to start rotating now. That's when you're really looking to go ahead and get wards out. Because he needs to be, okay, they're going to try to gank me a lot more. I need to start paying attention to that. Right mids are up, but again, since these enemies are all rotating, I need to be a little more careful. And if I get too risky, she's over here now. Is she? Yeah, she was looking. See what I mean? So now she's looking at me. I don't know where Loki is. I see Bacchus in right. So that makes me a little better spirits if I do want to go for something. I'm going to throw that on her. Just do a little bit of damage. Just pumping damage into her as often as we can. Go ahead and hit this. And unfortunately, her minions are kind of blocking a little bit. Oh my god, you're so annoying. Chest camp is coming up. We'll get that. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm gonna go to my 1 here. Okay, cool. You saw I turned around immediately. Now, you need to always keep your eyes on your mini-map. It is like the biggest thing that a skilled player is just gonna do. Because if you're not looking there, where are you looking? Straight in front of you, at the next objective in front of you? Cool. Not a bad idea either. But more than anything, you want to look at that minimap, see where people are. Where are they? Are they coming for me right now? Are they going for my teammate? What's going on? I need to keep that stuff in mind. Like, see right here? I'm looking at this guy, looking at this fight. I'm going to use my horn shard even. Because I can go ahead and catch him right here and do a butt ton of damage. Now, if Daji ulted there, for instance, she could have just smacked him. Would have been very nice for us. But either way, we did a cuck ton of damage to him. We like to see that. This guy's going to flip on me, or flop on me, I should say. Then I'll just turn around 180 and use my flicker. But I don't think he's going to. His aggression needs to be pretty measured right here because I have a lot of power in my kit right now. And I could easily blow him up. We're going to pull him a little bit, but unfortunately, he is knock-up immune, so my 2 isn't actually going to pull him. Now, for my next item here, do we need anti-heal? Not particularly. We could get it for this Sun Wukong, so we need to look at what we want instead. What I've been enjoying is going for an early Soul Gem, and you're going to see what I've been doing as my sort of like meta build, if you want to call it that. Hop on our air scooter here because we're pogging off as the Avatar. Capri can hold my wave there if he wants to, or he can even clear it a little bit. I don't honestly care. Just clear it if you want, buddy. If you just want to hit it, then I am fine with that. Just going to try to throw my ability through the wall. Okay, thank you, Capri. You are a baller. I appreciate it. There's a Loki coming here. Now I should have warded. I should have warded a little deeper in the jungle. Just because Loki has his invis. I'm gonna be careful because I don't have my my flicker wasn't up that exact second, but it's up now. So Heim CP is down. Okay, so I'll show you here kinda as I help this Capri. I placed my ward right here. I should have placed it probably about right here because that's a range where Loki is probably going to use his invis. However, there is some risk to that because if he comes down right here, he could snake through and not hit my ward in the slightest. Right? So you're kind of trying to measure out where you want to put these wards. Now I could put a ward there and I could put a ward here. And I think actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to double ward here. I'll go ahead and just throw that on her a little bit. It won't cause me too much damage, but I'm fine with that for now. Go ahead and hit her with that a little bit. I got her beads. New beads. Since we're in ranked, I'll make sure I'm calling stuff like that for people because they appreciate it. My mid laner isn't rotating, so I don't need to rotate. He got soloed, it looks like. And Loki is over there, which means the jungler isn't here, which means that I can actually push up and hit these bastions and whatnot a little bit. So I'll probably go like this. Take it into fire stance. And cook this shit a little more. Because this is 100 gold per bastion, so I might as well try to grind them a little bit if I can. My red's up. I can't flicker through the wall, I don't think, at any part of it, because it's just a little too thick. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to even blink through these walls most of the time. They just made them real thick. That's actually a change that I never liked. Back, gosh, what season was that when they made Blink not have as much range? Yeah, she doesn't need my help. I'll let her get solo XP. And it was like, man, I hate that because blinking through walls was one of like the greatest initiations you were going to do that you can do on most gods, especially ones that didn't have straight movement built into their kit. And they were like, blink no more range. And it was like, oh, okay. Why? I'm going to stay on my way. You might want some help there. But we're going to go Soul Gem here. I've been liking... I'll go ahead and flicker through here. Use my horn shard. Did hit my slow on him. We got Loki ult out of that guy. Which means, unfortunately, I think we're not going to be able to kill him. Coming back to this, though. I'm going to go ahead and hit that. Awesome. I'm going to say attack Gold Fury. I think we should just do gold. Going to make sure we're using our calls once we're in casuals like this, because people, especially in lower ranks, are not the best at like making their own calls. I'm not even saying that disrespectfully, but like obviously it's something you learn as you go on. I'm not saying it to be a dick. I just mean you have to learn how to analyze maps and team fights and know when to go for actual objectives sometimes. And when you start playing ranked especially, maybe you're not keen to that yet. And there's nothing wrong with it in the slightest. But I saw right there, that was a good time where we could have one guy like the Capri who sat there and still did Stygian, completely fine, by the way. And then we went ahead and got the actual good objective, being Gold Fury. And there's nothing wrong with that. A little split. We got most of the farm on the map right there. That's actually up. Pyromancer spawning really soon, so now we're all ready for that if we have to do it. And we're living good. The only one suffering, who's going to say is going to die right now again, is going to be this Arthur. So, here's what I've been building. A little bit here. I've been kind of looking at this build. We're going to go for this Aegis here now. And I'll probably get a Sentry Ward and a regular Ward now. So I've been going straight into a Tahuti after I do this. So right now, we have 30% cooldown with these two items. We're going to get the Tahuti, and I've been liking... Oh, that's going to be kind of annoying. We can go Mirrodin on Merlin. Kind of looking at this guy if I can help him. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. Wanna help me with this, buddy? We need 10% more cooldown to be full cooldown, so obviously I would very much so like that. Damn. Low T plays from this kiddo. Absolute beta activity spotted? That's okay. Low skill players are always going to focus towers instead of playing the game, and that's why they're losing. I mean, it's just kind of facts on it. It's the reason they haven't got objectives. They haven't team fought as well as us, because they're just putting too much focus on simple things like these when they could actually be playing the game a little more. She might walk into that even. Looks like no. But yeah, and then let's do this. I'll check rewards. No, nothing. I'm going to my fire stance here. It's the best for shredding. Shredding my 1 and 2 combo. See what I mean? Again, they're not doing objectives correctly. I'm gonna go cut off with my 2, hit my 1 on her. Should be dead. Perfect. I'm gonna go back to mid and keep clearing here. I'll use my 1 too. Does he have Emperor's armor? He does. Interesting. Oh, they got that somehow. That's crazy. I don't think so. But go off. Go, Offersons. This is going to be a tricky fight for us. I need to be careful I don't stand on this TP too much, because it will take me if it wants to. That sucks. Now again, we don't have a tower here. That guy doesn't really have magical protections, though. He tries to go to an animal transformation on me. I'm trying to cut him off the fire ability here. In case bro comes straight in, which he did, using my enhanced autos. Okay. It's not the worst thing in the world, Cap. I'm gonna die here, perhaps. Yeah, I do need to use my beads. That slow shouldn't have hit me. Yeah, I'm gonna need a team with brain cells in these fights in the future, but not the worst thing. Don't really understand. I think Dodgy dived way too hard. Oh, that damage is hot. Under their T1 tower here. When I first got here, she was diving under here. And then it was just like, okay, not good. That's alright, though. We'll wait for a little bit later game. Anyways, I like Ratatouille a lot because it has perfected Ratatouille, and that gives you some extra cooldowns, which is always good, obviously, especially mixed with the Chronos pinned in here. But it also gives you 10% movement speed, which we're going to be going for a Sacrificial Shroud, which gives you 15% more damage on your abilities. So you're saying, okay, that's nice, because Gem of Focus, though, it gives you 15% when it has full stacks. Yes, you don't need full stacks on this, though, to get that 15% extra damage, but at the same time, you do lose that movement speed, but you're making that movement speed back from your perfected Ratatouille. So there's your little trade-off there. That's kind of what you're focusing on. Just focusing on this kid with some damage. Actually did a lot of damage to him. Hitting her with that. Sprint from him. Not a sprint that I like, to be honest with you.
That's too bad.
Watch out for the winds.
Waiting for a flop sound.
Oh, you hate to see it.
I'm still getting followed, perhaps? No, he turned around. I'm gonna go and throw this here. Throw this out. I just did illegal butt tons of damage. If I get flopped here, I might die.
Whew, that's a rampage. Keep it up.
I'm gonna throw my 2 there, see if I cut anybody off. I need someone to hit some fucking CCs. They're probably doing gold right now.
Defend the gold fury.
Like, this is what I was only afraid of in these bronze games, is if I got teammates who couldn't play, because that's the only thing that can hold me back.
No problem.
Somehow this girl is top damage. I'm gonna go grab my red buff.
Okay. I'm on it.
Yeah, I can do that. And my damage here is big hot, and I can't even get good team fights here. Like, I need someone, Capri, to hit an actual pull, so he can just hold them there, and I can just grind them down. I want to start my void stance, honestly. He's just doing waves, that's fine. I don't actually want to hit that. I want to get a ward down. No ward from them. I'll place one here, too.
Okay.
Good, good, good. You should ward.
Thanks.
They didn't have a ward there, but it's still good that he got one down.
Defend right lane.
Okay.
Yeah, he should be. I'm gonna take a sip of water here really quick.
Attack the gold fury.
That's what I was afraid I was getting jumped on by Loki. I was getting water. What are you building, idiot? Why? You're level 13.
Okay.
Loki ult.
Attack the gold fury. Please.
Enemies in middle lane.
Enemy spotted.
Yeah. Let's get some sustain here. We're looking for a Typhons in our build, by the way. It's a nice power spike for us. And then obviously finishing our cooldown with 10% more. So we can finish that with a Mirrodin. Or we can finish it with a Spear of Deso.
Group up.
This is tough.
Enemy team has destroyed.
Couldn't grab. Got a kill, though.
Them down.
Missed my one. I killed Loki. That's a clone. No, it's a real thing. Oh my god, he's just a bot.
Okay, what else?
I'm trying to pull him here. Got it. Just CCing his shit. Got it.
I'm pretty good.
Okay, perfect.
I am the avatar.
Missed a couple abilities there, but I hit the ones that matter and got 2 kills. That bitch was in there for a second. Yes, we can attack this if you want to. We have wards, so we'll know if they're trying to come into the jungle, most likely. You want to do it? Babe, I don't want...
What the Zeus is going on? Attack! 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 Attack!
Yeah, we did it.
I'm not attacking that.
See you
I'm
later.
getting my buff. You guys are dumb. This is just... If you're not going to play a tank, then don't pick a tank.
Retreat.
Get the bomb and leave.
Retreat from the jungle.
Tanks gotta start.
Save yourself!
Just gonna spit it like it is for these guys because they're a little lost right now. I think
Hello?
I'd rather have the Typhons right now and we'll get the cooldown after.
A super strong
But
value.
I want to get my start item upgraded too, so I want to see if I can farm to 20 really quick.
Awesome. Yes.
Your left tower is under attack. Teammates are on it. Enemies are
Okay, now leave though.
Unfortunate, really. Get it? Like the Ron Jobbert announcer pack?
Come here, dummy. I'm trying to hit 20.
Okay, I see you. You're on a killing spree.
Stop following him. Great, that exposes us. Okay, they're not doing fire. Need more wards. Yeah, they're not doing it. Okay, let's go clear mid. Shoot.
I'm returning to base. I'll defend.
You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna get the full Typhons here. It's a good spike. It'll be even better spike once we get more lifesteal.
What about wheeling wards?
We just need to be in base in case he started to go for a Phoenix push, because we couldn't let that happen for free. I'm gonna say ward the Fire Giant. Hopefully they do get that going. Cool. Okay. I'm gonna get some wards myself, and we'll kick it out there
I would love this place.
and focus on that. Being full level now is a nice power spike for us, and having our Typhons spiked our power up a good bit. We'll finish off our cooldowns here in a second. Probably with the Myrdins, getting more penetration. That's the other thing, is you get a lot of penetration with this build. We don't know where Loki is, so blinking in here is risky. We found Loki. That was a... Oh, he just used that to get out. Son of a bitch. He might pop up behind us, though. Huh. Chances are he backed. Loki has Boom Buzz, which means that he could be in the jungle right now, clearing camps, so that he can get his health back.
Attack the Gold Fury.
Gold Fury's coming up here. I would love to do that. Because it's Oni Fury. It could be pretty big for us. For the love of fucking God. Grow up! Please fucking grow up! Somebody's dropped a buff. They did our purple a while ago. We can see the timer on it. It's pretty.
Ward here.
Do it! It's gonna be a risky one, but we gotta get something. Yeah, I preemptively used my beads there in that last fight, unfortunately, because I heard Loki sound effect of his ult. Okay, now leave.
I'm returning to base.
Okay, it's fine. Don't chase him.
Ward the fire.
Like we said, let's ward fire.
Yeah.
Let's not chase. There's no reason to chase. The thing is, we keep solo chasing and stuff. That's causing us to die. It's causing us to spread out. Oh my god, I fat finger because this fucking idiot. I was auto walking. Stop doing that, Arthur. Fucking low levels. He wasn't even that low level player. Like, he should know how to play. He's gonna die.
An enemy has been slain.
Beat the shit out of him. I'm hitting like a truck. Got a good one out there. That was actually his clone that time. So he already ulted? Cooked a few there. Didn't lose any important objectives yet, which is good for us. Playing this wall.
Defend the Fire Giant.
I'm just going to defend Fire Giant because they're walking towards it now. We'll clear this wave. We'll get some sustain from that. You can see the lifesteal here. Pretty good stuff, huh? This way, this way, this way. If they have wards, it's gonna be up behind where you're going, bro. Think of pathing. You gotta think of where am I going right now that they're gonna be sitting.
Teammates are on it. Enemies are.
This has gotta be a kill on Bacchus. Awesome.
Okay, what else?
Let's do fire. We'll lifesteal decently from this. Not huge, but we don't need to lifesteal huge. Where are our tanks? I'm not gonna die to a fucking new ult because you guys can't tank correctly. Flickering in here is dangerous, but
An ally has been slain.
Retreat.
my god. Please stop fighting. I need to heal. I need to heal.
Need healing.
Here we go. Okay, whatever.
Over here. See you later.
Oh my god. Guys,
Mistake.
this is like the simplest thing ever. When you're in a fight like that, you have two tanks, right? That's why usually in a regular comp, you have a tanky solo laner and you have a tanky support. Because one of them, usually the support, is meant to do the role of tanking objectives. And then the other one, usually the solo laner, sometimes the jungler even helps, is doing the role of zoning.
To see it.
I need this still. Loki, no relics. Cool. Teammates, no brain cells. Won't be a kill. It's a lot of damage though. We have wards, so we're fine there.
That's too bad.
Oh my god. Really need to. Are they gonna do that? They're killing wards. I don't have another sentry on me, but I can watch for effects on the fire and see if they're gonna start it.
Yes.
No, I mean, you shouldn't have wanted to go in. I can ward like this. Since we saw that Heimdall warded right here, they shouldn't have sight on that regular ward, and if they step into it, then we'll still see them, and they won't be able to kill our ward. So you can do wards like that. We have the extra 15% damage from our starter item now. Stygian's up. It's a nice one to grab if they can get it.
Group up.
Okay.
We don't need to group up for a Stygian.
Attack right lane.
Let's get right. If we kill these two here, we can win the game.
Your right tower is under attack. Teammates are on it. Enemies.
I kill these minions. Come on. Got it.
Okay, I see you. You're on a killing spree.
I'm gonna back.
Healing. Right back.
Okay.
Mid lane.
So gank middle lane and say on my way. We're gonna go for this last side of Mirrodin's, I think. And then we'll get that Tahuti in a bit. Arthur, of course, our weakest player. The one purposely trying to throw. I'm pretty confident at this point. Of course, he fucks up again. All he had to do was listen to my calls. If he hasn't realized by now, the only times we've been winning this game is when people listen to my calls. And if he would have done that, we would have just killed the two like we did there, all been together, and then we could have done this and one even easier. Don't make me tank, sir. I don't want to.
An enemy has been slain.
That needs to be a kill. Awesome. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Fire giant. Gigante de fuego. Go ahead. You gotta use your Merlin too, like on the side of the fire, like this. Bit weird, but just how it works. Make sure we're focusing the effigy there. We got a Bacchus running in, and a Loki could ult us, so let's make sure we're ready with our relics here. Awesome. I'm gonna try to pull him there. Beautiful pull from the Capri. That's what we've been looking for this whole match. Using our enhanced autos. Just go mid, because we have minions. Yeah, go mid. Okay, they're kind of splitting. It's actually not the worst thing in the world right now if my team wants to split, but we really shouldn't. Get these minions out of my way, please. We have enhanced autos with our passive. That'll help us clear this tower much faster. Fortunately, we don't have any pyro bombs. Oh, we do have one on Kepri. I'm gonna flicker out of here before they land on me. This is a clone, I'm pretty sure. Now remember, Xbalanque is splitting. I'm gonna transform here just so I can throw this out. Just zoning a little bit with that. He's still splitting. This could be a huge ult. It's not though. Let's see if I can hit that. I did hit it pretty hard actually. On Bacchus. I just hit those two pretty hard.
Unfortunate, really.
Gonna hit him pretty hard. Gonna go for a nice little 2-1 combo on these kids. Beauty on it as much as we can. Hit that with me, buddy. I appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Ally has been slain.
Going into my fire form here so I can burn these kids down a little bit. Okay, apparently there's a Sun Wukong behind us. I dare you to jump on me.
That's a rampage. Keep it up.
I need my cooldowns. That was both of his relics. I'm gonna go something I don't usually do here, which is using my beads there so I can get my cooldowns. I'm gonna use my Aegis just to be safe here. Using my 1 to make sure I hit him. Beautiful pull from the Khepri. He's gonna let me use my abilities here to finish this guy off. And I'm gonna say attack the Titan. Loki in a few seconds. Shit. If he focuses anybody, it's gonna be me. The ults. Me. Okay, I just needed them to follow me there and make sure that I had to live because, see, we have Nuwa spawning in 5 seconds now. So if he kills me, then my whole team falls apart there. It's not worth over-diving that, especially when we have this falling down on our heads right now. And we can get a 500 pot. Go back into our Void stance here. I like to start fights in that. You can start fights in your Ice stance if you want to. I would never suggest starting fights in your Fire stance because you don't have any CC on that stance. You like starting in your Ice stance because you immediately have a slow, and you like starting on your Void stance because you have this 2 right here, which is immediately going to be a pull. So you can actually CC the enemies, just immediately hold on a position a little bit, freak them out. We have full cooldowns now, so we can actually go for something like a Red Tiki, get some more lifesteal here, which is obviously kind of the theme of the build, and you can see our lifesteal is helping quite a bit. Yes, sir, I'll help you with that, and watch how hard we hit this thing. I can actually knock it up with my 4, and burn the living garbage out of it. Say group up and say attack left, because that's the next thing we need to focus. We did get a right Phoenix there, which is awesome. We actually got something. Is it your right? They want to go for right lane at least. I'm assuming they do. I mean, yeah, we're out of enhanced fire. Huh. They not want to group up and go for a lane or what? It's tough to tell with them. They're not talking. Except for just kind of like screaming, we need wards. Like, no, our warding is not the problem with this.
Yes.
Yeah, we do. It's not up, Shivalanke, but I like your spear. I'm gonna get a sip of water really quick if you don't mind.
Enemies in middle lane.
At least that box came back earlier and we actually have like a full match going on here. Now we already have a ward on there. So what I'm gonna do is use my wards in the jungle a little bit.
On my way.
But I'm gonna go use mine over here. First a little bit more. There's one right there. There's one right here. We're really warding this bitch up. We can even walk down right because we actually have fire minions here. Khepri could... Oh. I'm just kind of lifestealing here. Oh, fascinating. I can proc my perfected Tahuti off of his Simukong clone. Now, fire's all spawned up now. I'd prefer if you stopped, Khepri. I'll be completely honest with you.
An enemy
Awesome.
has been slain.
Y'all trying to get mid, or? Immediately putting my 1 through this guy. Easy slap. That was a beautiful ult by her. Waiting for my cooldowns. I'm gonna use my 1 here to cut off some area in case they push. It needs to be a fire giant, so if my team wants to go back to base and heal, that's fine. Because I can get a 3k pot. Let's keep that in mind. I can get a 3k pot, and then we can get my red buff, and then we can go for fire giant. Let's get a regular ward over here too. Always getting our wards. Wards win games. Look at the right side of the jungle right now. We're going to spot them out if they're coming at us. If they step up, kill them. Yeah, I mean, you know, I was kind of planning on that. I wasn't planning on just... Bro.
Don't even worry about it.
It's okay. Ward there, apparently. I think we're going to try to burn this. I don't have secure on Merlin is the only thing, but as you can see, we do have damage. Yes, right lane is the correct call. We have minions going up there, so we can get some backdoor protections down. We have a Pyro Bomb on the Daji. Use that Pyro... Daji. So I'm gonna make sure I tell her that. Hey, use that Pyro Bomb. That's something she keeps in mind. I don't know why they all ran in without me. That really sucks. Awesome, we got the Phoenix back.
Teammates are on
Hit this guy really hard.
gonna focus this Loki. Got him. Using my 2 again. Not even gonna need it. GG.
Okay, what else?
Again, probably gonna transform my fire stance just to burn this thing down as quickly as I can. And that'll be a nice, solid match right there. And that's what we're looking for. Alright, cool. That's what we're looking for. That's why I kind of wanted to get mid in these earlier matches. It's probably going to be the role I could carry from the easiest. Because I can just slam damage, call objectives, do the objectives with the most damage on the team, and get those little picks like I got that new there, stuff like that, you know, just kind of going in when I need to be aggressive, and I can do that. But something like support, they put me there. It's harder to carry from support in these early games because I can get the best setup in the world, but if my team just isn't on top of it, they don't have the follow-up, it won't matter. A little bit of MMR there, a little bit of TP to start our little journey up, and it's going to be a long grind. But hopefully we can get a little win streak going here perhaps and see if we can kind of clap ourselves up to some higher ranks a little quick. But hopefully you guys did enjoy. You want to see more of this series, see me grind up as high as we can get before this split starts, and then, you know, we'll get to the next split and we'll keep grinding as well. Then I'd appreciate that. Just leave me a like and subscribe to let me know that you are enjoying this series. Leave me a little comment too if you would prefer. I'd really appreciate that. Make sure you're catching the next stream with me and my boy. I'm teaching him how to play Smite. So if you want to see that, then go ahead, make sure you do click his Twitch link in the description. And if you're going to buy a Smite Founders Pack and you want to support the channel while you do it, then you can use my Smite Nexus down in the description and buy it there, and that gives me a little bit of a kickback too, so everybody wins on that. That is going to do it for me today, so as always, have a great day.